Did you know that Cardinal Hardware isn't just your ordinary hardware store? They're your one-stop destination for all your hardware needs. As the sole hardware store in town, they take pride in being locally owned and operated, serving the community with dedication and care. Cardinal Hardware is fully stocked with all the essentials you need, ensuring you can find everything you're looking for right in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics. Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
Around here, we work hard on the field, in the classroom, and in life. And companies like Parker Energy, they're in our corner. Since 2006, they've delivered expert transport, pump truck, back truck, and disposal services. But more than that, they've supported us, our schools, our sports, our future. Thanks, Parker Energy, for showing up and believing in what we can do.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here live on a nice sunny afternoon.
Yes,
our
sir.
first spring sports event of the year. I'm Jimmy Jones, and of course, we got the man. We put him outside because we don't want to get him too close to us because sometimes he forgets to wear the right guard under the left arm. We call him the thumb, Charlie Fairbrush. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. Ready for some softball today here in Eunice. Beautiful day.
A little soft
So
hard
far.
ball. And, of course, we got the man of many names. Most of them are four-letter words. Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
Hey, welcome back, guys. I missed you. It's been a couple of days without seeing those beautiful faces or hearing those
Is
great
Rosie
voices.
a four-letter word?
Yes, sir, it is.
R-O-S-Y.
I think it is. I think it's a four-letter word. Hey, we are live here in Eunice. A beautiful day. It's 101 yesterday. Today, after that cold front and dirt and everything else moved in, blew my burgers off the grill and filled my ears with dirt. The temperature dropped a significant amount. It was cold this morning.
Yes,
I think
it
was
was
in
nice
the
and cold.
30s.
Pretty chilly.
And so now we're back up probably in the low 70-ish range. And so beautiful day here as this is our first spring sport event of the year. You know, basketball just finished up with state basketball a week before last, and last week was spring break across Lee County.
Don't be surprised if we say court instead
Yes,
of field.
yeah, I can assure you my
It's out
day
of bounds, right?
was extremely busy in work, so I didn't even get all my little notes with all my little phrases put together. And so here we go. In the circle, not on the circle, for the Lady Cards is Miss, and I don't know where I put my thing. That's Maddie, right? Maddie Martinez. I don't know why I didn't put the little numbers out there beside them, but I didn't. So Maddie Martinez in the circle. A young lady that I've known her family for many, many years.
Many moons.
Many years. Good folks. And so she is in the circle for the Cardinals for Lovington. And this is Lovington JV. That is Zoe, and I'm going to say Ellis. That's an A. So I'll make it a Ellis. There we go. Zoe Ellis. And she is the pitcher for this Lovington JV squad.
I believe she's an 8th grader as well, Mr. Jones.
And there's a swing and one fouled back, coming right back off the fence. I was trying to see who that is catching for us this year. Is that Miss Nieto? Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is.
Familiar face. Number 3.
She's been catching a long time.
That's another one of my kin folks. You know, it's kind of like in football when I was kin to half the team. It's kind of the same way here. And there's a shot right back at Martinez, and she says, "I'll take it. Thank you very much."
From one pitcher to another.
One pitcher to another, one up, one down. Lots of ones in that one. Coming up next, we'll have Avery Sanchez. And so she's number 20. Young lady.
Oh, nice pitch there.
What's wrong with that?
It was a little too high for the umpire, I guess.
I guess.
That's a beautiful pitch.
I thought it was a good one, too.
Thought it looked good.
And it begins, right,
Oh,
Charlie?
I'm outside here. I gotta be careful.
And you got a camera, right?
He thought it looked good, too. He looked at it the whole time. And there's a swing and a miss on the little dropper ball. The bottom fell out of it.
That's a makeup.
I think she swung, Charlie.
Yeah, I was going to say she swung, so I guess she made it up for us.
She will take one for the Cardinals, right?
And here comes that next pitch right
nice.
down the middle. Drove
That was
into
a nice
left
hit.
field. A nice hit there from Sanchez. Scooped up out there in left field by Riley. She fires it over to, I think that's Pierce. Is that Pierce?
Playing
Who
second,
is
that
that
is
at
Zamora.
second? Oh, is that Zamora?
Yes, sir. You have Klaus at first,
She
Zamora at
looks like she
second.
grew a bunch.
Yeah, she did. You have Jones at short
There
and
we go.
Gaitan at third.
All right, all right, all right. So now Lovington has one on first.
And she was the catcher for the Lovington Wildcats. You have a courtesy runner for her out there on first. Here we go. It's kind of quiet out there. I think they can hear us.
It's a little
Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, they can hear us.
They can hear me.
Shoot, I'll get a little rowdier here in a
No,
minute. There's
not
a
you.
swing and a drive over
Turn
towards
two,
short.
Jones. Turn two,
Short's going to
Jones.
scoop, flips it over to second. They're going to try to turn 2. They fire it in there. They get the
Well,
lead
turn
one.
one.
Yeah, smart move there by Mrs. Jones there.
And working it over to first is Franco as she reaches on the fielder's choice.
That's 2 outs here for the Wildcats.
Call it 3 up, 2 down.
We'll call it something, Charlie. Hope this box don't get too hot.
Samaria
Nice out there.
Ruiz up there at the plate, the right-hander. Maddie Martinez in the circle. Got Franco standing over on first, trying to head on over to second. Here comes the pitch, swung on
nice
and
pitch.
missed. Martinez in
1-1.
the circle.
She got some good stuff right there here in the first inning, huh?
Absolutely. So Martinez looking good early. Steps back in there, ready to go. Here comes the pitch, swung on, drove
That's a
right
fair
down the
ball.
third base line.
Oh,
It's a
fair.
nice hit right
Yes.
down the line.
I thought I went the other side.
Oh, we got some.
Oh, they got her. They had her hung up there.
for a base
Good
hit.
play there by Dillard as she scoops it up against the fence, fires it back in. They fired that one right down the third base line.
She went a long ways, too, to get that.
Absolutely. That's a nice hit. You know, that runner, that was Franco, kind of got a late jump. And that
There
one's
you go.
right
That's
down the
nice.
outside corner for strike number 1. Once again, if my softball, baseball / terminology might not be all in place, I might be saying they missed a free throw here in a minute, as I've still got a little hardwood on my mind, as it's still March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of upsets too, huh?
Man.
Florida's out. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Defending national champs went home yesterday. Here comes the next pitch. Swung
Foul
on,
ball.
tipped off for strike number one. Two, I'm sorry.
Two. Yes,
One
sir.
ball, two
1-2.
strikes, 2 outs. We were in a pickle on the way up here. You guys didn't see all the craziness, but my wife had all the radio equipment in her trunk from when I was traveling the country, going from one game to another in Espanola and Santa Rosa. And I didn't think about that until like I was running home from the work to change clothes. And that was like the equipment. There's a drive right
this might
towards
score
center.
one.
They're going to try to
Throw it in.
they
There,
homer.
Pierce brings it in real good.
Pierce fires a one-hopper
Bases
and into
loaded.
home. And now we got the bases juiced.
I think for basketball season, Jimmy, you need to get an extra case. That way you can have one in each vehicle.
A case and equipment.
Equipment, yes.
There you go.
That way, wherever you got to go, you can take one with you and leave one here with us.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that.
Make it a lot easier in life, right?
Oh, we just work with Ron. Oh, Ron's a good old boy.
There's a swing and a miss. How good old boy is he?
Pretty good old boy, actually.
Pretty good old boy. I seen you up there rubbing elbows with him.
Smooching up there in the stands.
Yeah.
Hey, now, don't get
They
all
had the kiss
crazy.
cam on ya.
They had the thumb and he had the lip. You're like, there's a swing and a
Another
drive
hit.
over towards short. Scooped
it.
up by Jones. She flips it
yeah.
over to first or to second. Gets that runner. And that'll get the Lady Cards out of the top of the first. We move to the bottom of the first. No runs scored there by Lovington JV. And so we'll just keep it right here, as we hadn't had a whole lot of time to talk a little trash, and we got to talk a little something if we're on
Something,
here.
something.
I was trying to, we're just getting started. The season's just getting started. Of course, these ladies played last week in, I believe in Las Cruces,
Correct.
Mesilla Valley, that tournament, that sort of thing. But what people at home don't see is the hours of work that usually goes in by. We don't just show up and throw our stuff up and start talking about the game. Usually we've got notes, stats, things like that
Some
we
type of
talk
information.
about, our sponsor list. I reached out to the station. They didn't even have a sponsor list for softball. They were like, just use the basketball one. So, I mean, it was a crazy day as we were throwing this game together. I jumped on Max Preps because Max Preps, per the NMAA rules, is where all rosters are supposed to be uploaded. And I couldn't find them, and everybody said, I'll just check Game Changer. Well, I have the app from Game Changer that Coach Buckets put on my phone last year, but it wanted a password. I have a
forgot your
password.
password.
I've never had a password. And so I clicked on it, and then it wanted my email. So I put in the email, and it said it was going to send me something. Well, it never did. So I decided I'll just set up an account. So I was trying to set up an account, and it told me that account already existed for me, so it wouldn't let me set up another one. So anyway,
Send me the password then.
so then I posted on Facebook saying, hey, does anybody got names and numbers of the team? And within seconds, my second favorite Erica Jones in the world reached out to me, and she said, hey, I think I can help you there, and she was able to get me some information. But by the time I got it all, I'd started my court dockets again.
You started to work, right?
And I worked right up until time to run out the door and
That
be
work
here.
just interferes with a lot of things,
Yes.
you know?
I just hate it.
So I feel like I'm chasing my tail, but we're here. Here comes
Dillard.
Riley Dillard into the left-handed batter's box. Big 1-0, fouls that first one back. I tell you what, that
She came out
pitch,
aggressive, yes.
that pitch from Ellis
I'm telling you.
Bringing it.
had a little smoke on it.
I believe she's an 8th grader, I'm telling you.
Really?
I think so.
Once again, this is Lovington's JV here. Dillard up there, and she takes that one a little late, too. And she fouls that one back into the fence. It's
Definitely
0-2.
Throwing a little,
Behind the count
little
here.
heat.
Yeah. Yeah, Ellis.
And she has a nice changeup, ladies and gentlemen. See if she throws it here.
She's got a cool colored glove.
Here it is.
And there it is. A little chip shot right back to the pitcher. Nobody's on first as Dillard almost got there.
That first baseman was asleep. Like, what's going on?
First baseman was headed out there to give Ellis a high five as she scooped
job.
up. Then she realized, oh, heck, there's nobody on first.
Ella's like, what?
What's that old,
Do I got to do it all?
like 1960s who's on first or whatever? That's kind of the way that one was. But down goes Dillard on the ground out, and coming up is Bella Pierce.
Ooh.
Oh, that looked a little
Paints
low.
the outside corner here on Pierce. Was a little outside as well, Charlie.
Low and outside, yeah, for a strike.
Stepping back in there's Pierce, the right-hander. Big 1-3 as she takes that one just inside for ball number 1.
Button.
1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Myself, Senator Gallegos, and my wife were all arriving in the parking lot of the city hall at the same time. I was needing radio equipment.
Could you imagine?
Because it was in the trunk.
City member Eunice giving a black case to the judge.
Yes, that's
in the
right.
parking lot.
Oh, the rumors that will be.
I know.
Right. Exchanging some money. I wish one of us had some money. And there's a swing and a miss, and down
that
goes
changeup, ladies and
Pierce
gentlemen. I'm telling you.
to the strikeout on the changeup. And so back to the line, back to the plate. It will be Miss Haley Jones. Another one of my kinfolk. She's number 1 in our hearts and on her back as she steps in there ready to go, and she drives that one right down the third base line and says, I'll take one.
Oh, she thought about it, yep.
As Jones, with over an 800 batting average so far this year.
Keeping it up.
Young lady doing big things. You know you're doing big things when it's a Sunday afternoon and the newspaper's texting me saying, hey, Haley Jones, is that in kinfolk of yours? Absolutely.
What did she do? Like, what she do?
Did she do something good? 'Cause if she did something good, she's kinfolk.
she ain't, right?
She kinfolk if she did something good.
If she gone, she goes
and she's going to take off for second, slides in there safely.
Thought about going 3, but
Jones with the steal. So she's getting them stats started early here. She's got a steal and a single. As up at the line is Miss Nieto, the catcher. She's up there ready. Got that bat back, and here comes the pitch, and it's a rocket right down the outside corner. Man, I tell you, this young Ellis.
I'm telling you, brother, she real deal.
She got a little cannon on her. Jones on second. Nieto at the plate. Swings and drives that one into left field. It almost takes out an athletic director.
Need to straighten that out. Man.
And
don't look too long, Jason. Go back on the field. Go back on the field, Jones.
And anyway, we're back on the field. And 0-2. There's a low one. A low one. A ball 1.
She came back with that fastball.
Yep. Shoot, I even thought I saw Frazier like taking evasive maneuvers over there. He was bobbing when he should have been weaving. Here comes the next pitch. That one's driven off the knuckles.
Battling, ain't she?
She is. Melanie Nieto. So Nieto is my cousin through my wife's family.
Correct.
Her family's Gaetans. And so that's why I say, man, half this team is kinfolk in some form or fashion.
Jones going to advance to third here.
Jones on the pass ball, going to move over to third.
One more, and she's going to rock it in.
Come on down here, Jones. Come
pass
give
ball, we might score here.
Another Jones a high five.
2-2-2.
So,
remember the song?
Yeah, rock boogie oogie oogie. And that one's going to be low. And we're going to have a full count.
Yep. Money pitch coming up.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with Jones on third. Can she come on home to see us?
Bottom of the first.
Here comes the pitch. It's a drive right at the shortstop. The shortstop can't handle it. Jones steps on home plate, and Nieto with the line drive. Probably an error, but we'll give her the single on my unofficial paperwork right here, because she ripped that one right at the shortstop. And she gets the RBI out of the deal. And Jones scores number 1 run number 1.
Yeah, 1 scores a 1, huh?
Trying to see who that was.
Gretchen
Gretchen
Ball,
8,
right?
Gretchen Ball, I believe. And now stepping up to the plate is going to be Miss Zamora. No, I'm sorry. That's Miss Martinez. Maddie Martinez.
The pitcher tonight, correct?
Number 2, yep. She's the pitcher in the circle. So we got some pitcher-on-pitcher crime right here as Ellis rears back. And there's a drive right into the gap as the shortstop was headed over to cover as Ball was acting like she was going to steal. And what a great piece of hitting there by Martinez as she just dribbled it right into the spot.
I wonder if it's kind of like a hit and run, right?
Yeah, it looked like
worked out good,
like
right?
That. I think that's the kind of accidents that I usually hear in my courtroom is hit and runs.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think they're different.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think that's a misdemeanor. Get you 364, but you know,
a little high.
And that ball's going to be high and outside to Zamora.
Yes,
Leilene Zamora. She looks taller to me this year. Like,
Must be those stripes pants she has on.
well, I don't know about the strap pants. And there's a high fly foul.
Comes out of.
It's coming
back over here.
Hit that white truck
spinning
behind us.
around.
Oh, don't hit my truck. Hit that police car.
But I agree with you, Jimmy. She does look a lot taller.
Yeah, because, I mean, look, she's like a head taller than the catcher and about as tall as the umpire. Now, he may be squatting a little bit, but that one's high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. No, 2 balls, 1 strike, and an out. 0-1 is your score. And the Lady Cardinals with the early lead here. And there's a drive into right field.
That's dropping.
Right fielder comes
And
up
they're
too
dropping.
far
Clears
and
bases.
gets over. Here comes ball. Turning the corner and heading in is Nieto. Or no, that's
an in
She's
Parker
gonna
run.
get a in the Parker out of that deal. As Leilene Zamora clears the bases, and on the air, she's going to run home.
That was a 2 outs. Beautiful job by a young lady.
I'm going to, on my unofficial paperwork, give her a triple. It's probably an error with a whole bunch of other errors to clear the bases, but we'll make it look like a triple with a bunch of RBIs out of the deal.
Makes it 4-0.
Jazzy Klaus, Snazzy Jazzy comes
Good
up
to
to
see
the
her.
plate. Yes, it is. Had knee problems the last couple years. She's out there ready to go. Here comes the pitch. That one's just a smidge inside.
2-0.
The Lady Cards lead 4-0 here early, bottom of the first. What is that's Frazier,
That
right?
is. I was about to ask you.
What is Frazier over there looking like he's 92? He come hobbling through. He's got like a wooden cane and a knee.
What a cane.
Shoot, I've had 4 of those, and I don't look like that. I do look old, though.
But I think he's just a little bit older than
Well, he was my coach when I was in school, so I guess he is old.
He can apply for, was that APP? What's that?
AARP?
Yes.
Got a little AARP insurance or something?
It's more like being gay all the way up here, huh?
So here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss.
Full count.
Jazzy Klaus, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Is that a 3 up there? That is
Yes,
a
sir.
3, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's the worst looking 3 I've ever seen.
Well, you're looking through that fence.
That probably. And there's a
right
drive
down
by
the middle.
Klaus into center field.
And she gets on.
Snazzy Jazzy says, "Let me rock one up the middle," as she gets the single,
Got
and that'll
this
bring Allison Ruiz.
having us a
up to
pretty
the
good
plate.
2-out run going
Man,
here.
I tell you, with 2 outs, we had no runs, and now with 2 outs, we got 4 on the board and 1 on first.
And counting, right?
Yep.
Oh, she jumped on that first
And
pitch.
this is Allison Ruiz up at the plate, a right-hander. Steps in there ready to go. Shout out to our Lovington listeners. We appreciate you. All you
come
folks in
on.
Wildcat
That looked like it
land.
was low and outside.
I agree with you a bunch there,
We
Charlie.
got a gang war going on to here today. Crips and Bloods, red versus blue. The Cats and the Cardinals. There's a drive into left field. It's going to get through. Turning
Jazzy's
the
going
corner.
through. Yeah,
is
going to the
Jazzy.
fence. The ball.
Jazzy going to make the
Jazzy's coming
turn.
on in.
Here she
Home.
comes. There's a rocket headed for home, and Jazzy strolls in and steps on home plate. A single or a double,
Double,
with
yeah.
an RBI for
Ruiz.
Ruiz. So now here comes the senior, Lizzie Gaetan, another one of my fams. She steps up there ready, a swing and a miss. I'm
She
telling
wanted
you,
that one, didn't she?
telling
a
you,
little
I'm
high,
related to
wasn't it?
half the team.
At least this side has a team,
That's
right?
right. I might be related to all them Lovington kids too. If there's a Ramos down there.
Let me see, there might be
There's
3
a
of them.
swing and a drive down the third base line. Trying to get there is Lizzie. Pulling off the
She's
base
safe.
as Gaetan gonna get to first.
All right.
As the throw pulled the first baseman off, and Gaetan,
Beats it out.
That's why you always keep running.
she was hustling.
We're back to the top of the lineup here, Mr. Jones.
And now back to Riley, the left-hander. She grounded out at the top of this
She gets
thing.
another chance.
And now we got runners on the corners. Oh, there's a drive
Oh,
over
yeah.
towards short. Shortstop boots it, and reaching, a run is scored as Dillard with the RBI single.
Keep this up. Hopefully it's a short night.
My softball terminology is just not on the tip of my tongue.
He'll come back to you. He'll come back to you. Once
I'm
you
like,
get it
he
down.
crosses him over and takes it to the hole. There's a
Oh!
drive right up
Oh,
the
my
gap.
goodness.
A smash by Pierce.
They're sending her
Turning
home.
the corner
And
is
she's bringing it
Gaetan.
home.
Gaetan headed in, steps on home. And a rocket from Pierce as she gets the RBI single.
All the way from second. Was it going to stop or was he?
And here comes Haley Jones.
Who
batting
started all
over
this? She started all this.
800. She was the first run to cross home plate here. And she takes that one dang near off the shin. And there's runners running in all different directions. The one on first was halfway to second. The one on second was still standing there looking at her, giving her a little chest pat like I'm still here. And so here we go. Jones steps in there, ready to go. Here comes the rocket. It's off the ground. And heading over is Dillard as she slides in Pete Rose style.
She stopped like a foot ahead of the base.
She did the
Like, what was that for?
She put the brakes on, and they were on like her shoulder blades, so she brought those heels up near the back of her head.
She picked up the turf, too.
I call that the scorpion. As here comes the next pitch, and
there
it's
it is.
driven into center. And what a catch out there as Riley smashed one to center and making a great catch out there in center. Lovington going to get out of the inning, but not before the Lady Cards put 7 runs on the board.
Nice job by the young ladies.
We'll take a little break. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal and Lovington JV Lady Wildcat Sports.
Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal Sports as they are hosting the Lovington JV. I believe this is going to be Aubrey Rivera.
Is it number 4?
I think that is correct.
And I believe you're right then, sir.
All right. So, first pitch
nice
is
pitch.
right down the inside corner. That is
change-up?
Martinez. Had a little spin on it.
To the right, to the left.
Yep.
Yes.
Now we got Nieto setting up out there on
There
that
it is.
outside. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 here as Martinez doing work in the circle. Matty Martinez steps back in there, ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, drove over toward first. It's going to get through out there to right field and making a good play out there and right.
He's trying to throw it to first.
Yeah. And that's Klaus over there on first. And so Rivera with the single. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking here. I'm like missing people that have batted and Jaslyn Holguin now is who I showed this to be. Yeah, my order's not matching out with theirs. Yeah, they've jumped.
The 7th batter?
And they're all out of whack. They skipped Samaria Ruiz and
Torres?
Eliana Torres, and they started the inning off with Rivera, who's number, 5, 6 on the lineup?
Yes, number 6 in the lineup, number 4 on their jersey.
And so now we're at 7, which would be Holguin.
Jaslyn Holguin.
Man, yeah, their order's all messed up. Maybe the order they gave to the officials is different than the one that we have. I don't know, but
Last minute change.
anyway, we'll do our best to keep it going. As in the circle, Matty Martinez. She's been throwing darts here as it's hit over toward short. Jones scoops it up. They fire it. They get the first runner and trying to turn 2 as Holguin gonna reach on the fielder's choice.
Probably a smart move taking out the lead run.
I concur. And so now that brings up, is this number 3 or
It's
number
number
5?
5. They jumped.
So now we've jumped again.
Never hit there.
This is Johnson, right?
Yes.
As Johnson hits one over to Lizzie Gaetan, who does a good job staying with it, scoops it up, gets it over. As down goes Johnson. Well, on the fielder's choice anyway.
Down goes Johnson. And now it's number 15 back to the top of the lineup here.
Did they all bat? I guess.
Man,
So they got designated hitters? Okay.
is that what's happening? So this is Zoe Ellis now.
Yes, the pitcher.
Jimmy
Back to the
is
top of the
back to
lineup
the
here,
pitcher.
ladies and gentlemen.
Jimmy's bewildered there.
I am bewildered as there's a high fly
Get that,
ball,
Jones. Get that, Jones.
short,
Get it.
shallow
Yep.
left center field, and going back was Haley Jones. She's like a Hoover vacuum cleaner as she steps back there and says, Hoover, nobody does it like you. That is the second fly
Ladies and
out
gentlemen, that's our
for
proud
How
Ellis.
that goes?
That is our proud sponsor, Jimmy Jones, the
We-
Hoover Man. The
we get
Hoover
out
Man
of
is
the-
singing.
Man, they're
Top
gonna be
of the Hoover Crips.
they're gonna be calling you. Hey, can you do our
Can I
jingle?
come sing?
Yeah.
I'll sing the national anthem if they want me to. I've been known. So the Lady Cardinals are
Took care of business there, right?
quickly out of,
You know what you could do?
what's that?
Stop
You
singing.
can sing the national anthem whenever they're playing it to our audience on here.
Oh yeah, I'd hurt their ears. I'd hurt their ears.
He's trying to put you in a pickle, ain't he?
I'm telling you. I'm telling
He's
you.
always trying to help.
Hey, I got a question now that we're just jabbering on the radio. Like, okay, so basketball now has been over for us for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen nothing about all district basketball
For girls or boys?
either. I ain't seen
I
nothing.
thought they put one for the boys. I think Melanson got district, didn't he?
He got north-south, but I didn't see district.
Oh, yes, you are correct.
And the reason that I bring that up is I know last year it was the next year
We
before
found
Alina
Yeah, you're
Rodriguez
right.
figured out she was the district player of the year. She didn't know until she was in the middle of her freshman year of college that she had been the district player of the year before. So I got to looking yesterday or the day before for our all district because Jal's already posted theirs, Hagerman's already posted theirs, Tatum's already posted theirs, but we hadn't posted ours.
Maybe they haven't voted
So
yet.
I got to look. Oh no, I know exactly how those meetings work. They vote on that before the season's even over, before they start their district tournament. And so there's a swing and a miss, strike number 1 here to Nieto. Yeah. So anyway, I posted it earlier saying, hey, anybody know about all district? Because
Did you
we
get a
don't want to
response?
mess around and have to wait till next year to find out that one of our kids
Ooh,
was
nice
the district
pop-up.
player of the year. High pop fly for Nieto into shallow
She
center.
picked it up.
And the center going to make that grab, and down goes
For a second, I
Nieto.
think she was going to catch it the way she was moving out there.
It's Nieto with the fly out.
Comes Martinez up the bat.
Matty Martinez gonna
Double M here.
step up there ready to go. Here comes the pitch. I tell you what, I'm impressed with Ellis, the pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She said she's an 8th grader.
I believe
Is
she
that what
is.
you
I'll go
said?
confirm that in a minute, but I think she is.
My daughter, Jada Jones, her and Bryce have got quite a garden. Every year they have a heck of a garden. And she just sent me some pictures of asparagus that's like big around as my wrist.
Really?
It's like, man, what do you do with that thing? You just be eating it like one of those
Oh, yeah.
one of those Chico sticks.
You
that-
pickle it, right? You pickle it and
yeah,
eat it like
so-
a pickle.
You just
Eat it like a corn dog? I mean, how do you eat an asparagus that's that big? You
take a half a pound of bacon to wrap up.
yeah, you'd have to wrap it in bacon. And
Wrap around whole pig. Huh?
I guess you could put it on a bun and eat it like a hot dog.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you'd do with that big old thing. That's the biggest asparagus I've ever seen in my life. Didn't know they made asparagus that big.
Glenn Jenkins used to have a nice garden back in the days as well.
Yeah, I think that's where Bryce gets
That's that green thumb
yeah,
from?
man, he can great. You go look at his grass; it's like carpet. As earning the walk is Maddie Martinez, as she's going to head over to first, and that'll bring up Leilene Zamora. Zamora comes up, and coming in is
Number 7.
number 7. That's going to be Nyla Munoz. She heads over to first. Zamora at the plate. Steps in there ready to go, and that first one's going to be low and outside. And Nyla gives her a little jab and go, made her think she might be going to run.
Might think gonna be running.
Yep. Here comes the next pitch. Zamora swings, tips it off. It hits the ground, hits her, and then rolls out into fair territory. Ump throws his hands in the air.
Like he just
like
don't
he
care.
just don't care. Calls a dead ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A lot of ones on the board. Here comes the next pitch, low. And there they're going to throw that one over there. And
She should just keep
going.
going.
Yeah,
Well,
she was already there, and she got like 3/4 of the way there, and she put
ball
the
ended up
brakes
in the
on.
center field.
She might need to check some brakes down at Cardinal or Redbird Garage.
Yep.
Get her some new
I can
brakes,
fix
because
'em.
those brakes look like they were struggling to slow her down there as she's headed over to second. She's going to get there this time. Good thing those brakes
little
weren't
hesitant.
working. She had her headers going, and that's
She had to pull the emergency brake
I'm
on that one.
telling ya. And so the single there by Zamora, as now she advances the runner, and you've got Klaus up to the plate, and she's going to take a big whiff for strike number 1.
She liked it.
She did. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Klaus, the senior, up to the plate. Here comes the pitch. It's right down
that
the
looked
middle, and she eyeballed that one
Got to swing on that one.
all the way to the mitt. Is that what you call that in softball? Is that
The
still a
mitt.
mitt?
Yes.
It's a mitt, right?
It's a mitten.
I didn't know if they a mitten.
No, it's a mitten.
That's what you wear when it's cold outside.
I wish this morning I needed a
I was
mitten.
going to say that's what you wear last night when that front moved
Yeah.
in.
That and a dust mask.
And some goggles.
Well, yeah, definitely a dust mask. Here comes the next pitch. Swung
Ooh,
on and hit right
staying
back
alive,
toward
ain't
me.
she?
I started to catch it. If that fence had been there, I'd have saved you, Rosie.
I appreciate that.
Still haven't got some of them poles moved out of the way. Make
Yeah,
our
that's
view
true.
A little better.
I thought you had a welder at home, Charlie, and you were going to
I
sneak
do.
up here in the off season. 1 ball, 2
Well, I
strikes, and
got her.
swing and a miss, and down goes Klaus.
2 away.
And so that'll bring Ruiz up. She had an RBI double her last at bat. And if you think about it, we scored all those runs with 2 outs.
Yes, sir, we did.
We did not have 1 run before we got 2 outs in the first, and we put up 7. Can we do it again here?
Let's hope so.
And there's a drive
Ooh,
into
man.
Run it out,
shallow
run it out.
right field. It's a high fly, and it's
drop.
going to
Why
hit
was
the
she
ground.
doing so on second? We had 2 outs already.
Yeah, you got to be moving, and the coach is telling her that.
Yep.
As
What was she doing?
Bases
Well,
loaded.
you
That's
just
why she's the
never
pinch
know.
runner.
As standing on first now is Ruiz.
2 outs, you got to go.
Yeah, she could have scored, boys.
As here we go, Gaetan, the senior, steps in there now and takes that first pitch right
Ooh,
down
that
the
looked good.
outside.
That
They
looked very
call
pretty,
it a
Charlie.
ball.
That looked very pretty, Charlie.
But I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's the
concur.
one wearing the blue. He tells it.
Yeah, right now he's a good guy right now.
Yeah.
And there's a dry foul. As it comes back over, goes in that mitt.
Don probably just looked at the all the way down, huh?
Mm-hmm. He did.
I'm not
You don't
going
want
to
to
catch
get hit in
that.
the top of that head.
Stepping back in there's Gaetan. She had a single her first at bat. And here we go. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be a little bit high. And so we got a 2-1 count here with 2 outs. Bottom of the second, Eunice leads 7-0 after scoring 7 in the first. Here comes the oh my goodness, that
The one behind her.
I never seen that before.
Is that a ball?
I don't know, but that's a strange happening. I don't know my
I have no idea.
softball rules.
Yeah, that's a
on
ball.
That one.
3-1.
It is a ball. Wow, that was interesting. I've never seen that happen.
I thought she was trying to pick her off at second.
Yeah, here comes the pitch,
Ball
and it's
4.
outside ball 4.
And walks one
So
in.
Gaetan will walk.
I wonder if Ellis is getting tired out there for the Wildcats.
I don't know. Riley Dillard going to come to the plate. I've never seen that. We've been
No.
covering softball for
come
quite
out
a
back
few
the
years
back way?
now,
Yes,
and
no.
I've
I
never
guess
seen
if it comes out of her hand in the windup, it's going to be a
I
ball.
think if
or a
it comes out of her
strike.
hands and out of the circle, it's a ball.
Wow.
Mhm.
So here goes Dillard. Ooh, and she almost takes that one on the chin.
Him
And
in
that,
the
one had
umpire
some,
ducked.
that one had some heat on it, too.
That would have hurt.
That's a backup pitch. Back up,
Yeah.
girl.
That elbow's finally getting better after basketball season.
1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the next one. It's driven into
Dropping,
left
it's
center
dropping. It
field,
should-
trying to
should
get
score.
down, and it does. 1-run scores.
Send her home, coach. Send her home.
2-run score.
Send her home.
They're going to send Lizzie
Run,
Gaetan.
get on the
ground.
Lizzie on her horse. It's a Clydesdale as sliding in is Dillard as she's going to reach on the triple. A 3 RBIs
Ooh.
triple.
Luckily, she's kidding you.
As she was going, she just came around third, and there's a drive
another
into
hit.
right
Is that
field.
Pierce? That should be
Bella
in the park home run.
Pierce.
Get on
That
your
one's
horse,
gonna
girl.
go to the fence. Pierce, she's trying to get them legs
She's
moving.
huffing 'em.
They're pumping. She's
Got that wheel
huffing.
rolling.
She's puffing. Here she comes toward home, and she's in there.
Infield home run.
Bella Pierce with the in the park home run.
Scores two.
Well, we're
her
one
and
run
another.
away from doing what we did last time.
As we've scored 6 runs here, and the Lovington coach wants to talk about it as she heads out to the circle. And, you know, as she walked out there, she got her team out and said, hey, you know, what can we do here? You know, I
Catch
like
the
to
ball,
talk
stop
about
the
it.
ball.
Yeah.
Basic stuff, right?
I'm assuming that's what she's probably saying. You know what they say about that assuming stuff?
Yeah. We didn't pickle over that a couple of times.
Yeah. Evie back at the station, shout out. We appreciate you monitoring. Still got our thoughts and prayers with you and the fam.
Yes, most definitely.
As heading back to the dugout is the coach, and Zoe Ellis heads back into the circle. She's going to stay out there. And who else is up? But Haley Jones. Haley Honis. As she steps into the box and takes ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Nobody on. Jones in there ready. Here comes the pitch, and it's high. She wanted it.
Yes, you did.
Her little
Good
fast
discipline holding
twitch
back, yeah.
muscles was on it like, I'm going to, you know, and then she decided not to. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Here comes the next pitch, and that
Little
one
high.
is a little high. She wanted that one too. And it's 3-0. 3-0 here to Jones.
It's crazy how she has her hands separated a little bit on top.
Jones
Bottom
with a
hand, top hand
single
separated a little
and
bit.
a line drive out,
yeah, good
and that
discipline.
one's going to be.
Oh, come on, Blue.
That's the inside
That,
low.
that almost hit the ground.
Man, that was
I know
definitely
she's short, but
inside.
come on.
Definitely
Come on, man.
inside
He ain't
there.
that good no boy anymore.
He ain't.
So I done changed my mind.
3 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's
She's-
chipped
I'm gonna
down
get
the
Yes.
third base line.
Speed kills,
Jones
baby.
on her horse as she zooms in there and heads over to first as she'll race it out for the single. I don't think she would have swung at that had they not called that horrendous strike the pitch
Earlier,
before.
yes.
And
Yeah, you
so
don't want to
she,
get 3 strikes.
after that, she was like, I guess I'll swing at this junk ball,
See what happens.
and she chipped it down the third base line, and so now she's standing on first. Here comes Nieto. Nieto with a swing.
Nobody's
Jones
covering
headed
second.
to second as she goes Pete
Stole
Rose
another.
style into second. Jones stealing bases left and right as she looks over at Kemple and gives him the thumbs up. No
I'm not
balls and
worried
a
about that.
strike. Nieto takes that one low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and a strike.
1-1 here with 2 outs. We got to get 7 on the board.
Eunice put up 7 in the first. They've put up 6 here in the second. It's 13-0. What is the
I
run
think it's
rule stuff?
4 innings or 5 innings? 4 innings maybe.
15 after 3. 15 after
We're
3.
pretty close.
And that was going to be high.
3
Yeah,
and
we are right there. Right there. Where right there?
there. R.
And so 3 balls and a strike here. Ellis in the circle. Rears back and rips
Oh,
one,
wow,
and
that
there's
should
a
score. Jones
rocket.
should score here.
She's
Nieto
coming
rocks
in.
one to center, and here comes Jones.
Get down, Jones, get down.
Sliding in
Oh,
there.
she's
She's
safe,
going
she's
to
safe,
get
safe.
there, and
Woo!
she's
She's
safe.
in.
As Jones was bobbing,
She stepped
and
over the
catcher
tag.
was weaving.
Yeah.
As Jones, she was dancing like Bruno Mars as she was bobbing and trying to
It's
get them
close.
feet around
It's
the
close,
the mitt.
I think if she would have slid, they would have got her out.
Mom's shaking her head. She should have
Yeah.
slid, huh, Mom?
I don't know.
So Nieto with the single.
Stepped
Jones
over
scores
top.
another run. And here
She just
comes
shakes her
Maddie
head.
Martinez.
Come on, Maddie. You got to jump on that
There's
girl.
a strike.
And we've got 7 on the board. So 7 in the first, 7 in the second. 14-0 here in the bottom of the second. Martinez, the pitcher, versus Ellis, the Lovington pitcher.
Ooh,
We got some
2
pitcher-on-pitcher
fast strikes there.
crime and stealing second base.
Good job out there
is-
by that shortstop.
He's trying to see who that is. Is that ball again?
Yes. No, it's a strike.
No, I didn't mean
Oh.
the pitch. I meant the lady. I meant the young lady standing on second.
Yes, sir.
That's
The
a
credit
smart-
surrender. Yes, sir.
That's a ball.
Ball heads to second.
No, the pitcher's got the ball.
That's a strike.
Be more specific, Jones. I'm sorry.
And there's a drive right at the shortstop. Shortstop going to scoop it up, tried to fire it
she's there,
across,
she's
and
there.
she's on her horse.
She good.
And she's
No,
going
she's
to
there.
get there as Maddie Martinez going to beat out the throw. And so she's got a single, a
You gotta
walk,
do
and
some
a
speed
single.
drills, Coach.
Yeah. Man, to get some of these young ladies over on the track to
Drag some sleds or
work
something.
on their track skills. Coming in is number 7. That'll be Nyla Munoz. And coming up to the plate will be Leilene Zamora. She's got a triple and a single here early. And there's a drive.
Nice.
It's going to get into left field. Oh, man, making a great stop was the shortstop.
Saving a run.
She definitely saved some runs. But Leilene with a good hit there as she gets another single. And now that brings Jazzy Klaus back to the plate. She's got a single and a strikeout, and she swings and tips off the first one.
She's just missed that one, guys.
Yeah.
Ball would have gone far.
So how is this set up today? Is this a doubleheader,
Yes,
or
sir.
is this our JV, or their JV versus us, and then their JV versus our JV? Yeah, that way. Okay, gotcha. Yep. So that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. That is strike number 2, and there's a rocket driving it into center field is Klaus.
Hold her up.
Man, Bob Klaus would be proud of that shot right there.
Solid. You know he's watching right now, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, bases are
Andres.
juiced again.
Bases loaded. Allison Ruiz steps up there. She had an RBI double her first at bat, singled her last at bat. Now she steps up here with the bases juiced, 2 outs in a 15-0 ball game. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, she wanted it. You call that a strike
be
or
a
what?
little
Like
low.
he did.
No, he gave it that
back.
Jedi mind, like
come up.
pick it up a little bit, the little. And so that makes it 2-0. And there's a drive down the third base line, scooping it up and getting there, and they do.
That's the third out.
And that'll end the inning. Trying to see here, that is Allison Ruiz with the ground out.
We move to the top of the third.
So shout out to some of these sponsors. Let's see here. No, don't shout out to any of them sponsors. Let me look over here. I was trying to see if I have any of my basketball. Yeah, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy Services, NMR Pipeline, Outlaw Grill, Guns Up Services, Thomas Welding, Eunice Wrecker, Redbird Garage, Miss Erica Jones.
The Erica Jones
She's
original,
right here beside me. Josh, I saw him out there running around earlier. He's got a good-looking beard. His beard getting thick.
Yeah, and he's also doing a good job out there recording his daughter.
Well, he probably uses that beard oil on it, to make it
Shines you out of that.
make it shiny and juicy. You got to put. I mean, to have a beard like that, you got to put a little oil on that. You got to oil that beard up. Cardinal Hardware, the Davis and the Myers family. Debbie's Country Kitchen. Miss Debbie, it was her birthday. I don't know if it's today or yesterday. Speaking of birthdays, I think we got multiple young ladies' birthdays today, including Miss Haley Jones. Ain't her birthday today? Yep.
That's what the cookies for, right?
Yeah.
And Riley
Happy
Dillard.
birthday
Yep,
to
Miss Dillard. It's
Happy
Riley's birthday
birthday
as well. So
Couple of birthdays.
multiple birthdays. Charlie will sing you happy birthday.
Happy
You ever heard the
birthday
thumb sing happy
to
birthday?
you.
No, I don't. Not want to hear that.
And many more.
And here comes the pitch. That first one's going to be a little bit high. As Maddie Martinez in the circle.
This is Sanchez batting for the Lovington Wildcats.
Sanchez back in there, and she drives that one in. Zamora was leaning towards second, and they drove it right behind where she was kind of leaning from. And so a single from Sanchez. And she singled her first at bat too, so she's done that same
She's a
thing both
catcher
times.
as well, right?
And that brings Serenity Franco, I think. Their lineup's a little
What number is he, Coach?
different to me.
Number
I think it's 17.
You are correct, Franco.
Franco. All right, so here we go. Maddie Martinez in the circle, runner on first, no outs. It's a 15-0 game. I think if they hold them here, that would end it. And so this would be a quick one. Take us longer to set up our equipment than the game lasted.
Shut up.
And so Martinez back in the circle. There's a
I
high
got it. I
fly
got it.
ball right up over the catcher. The
And the
catcher
catcher
steps
got it.
over there and just scoops it up like nothing. Slung that mask off and walked over there like it's another day at the park. Grabbed it.
She's been catching for a long time.
She has. She has. She shouted out to her homies, threw up some gang signs to the blue team, and then caught it. And there's a little
Oh,
chipper
ball.
foul. And that is Summer Ruiz that's up there next. I said Summer. It's Samaraya.
Yes, sir.
Samaraya.
Samaraya.
And there's a chipper down the third base line. Gaetan grabs it, knocked it down, but couldn't scoop it clean. And then next coming up is going to be Torres. So Elena Torres?
Or Elena.
Maybe, whatever that is. Runner on first and second.
Oh,
There's a
nice
drive
hit.
towards center.
Oh,
Pierce
ball gets by
coming
him.
up for it,
This is-
misses it. It rolls to the
It's gonna
fence.
score two.
We
They're
thought
gonna
the
get
game
two.
was over. It ain't over no more. As multiple runs score.
RBI
as,
double.
Eunice scored 17.
Man, that made it quick and easy. That'll
Yes.
do it. No, I'm just kidding.
She's kind of misplayed it out there in center field.
They're still giving us the points. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, look at Miss Hallie Wilson up here doing work. And there's another
Jones.
drive to Jones. Jones going to scoop it, look the runner back a little bit, and then fires it across the diamond. And she's going to get that lead runner. And so now stepping up here to the plate is number. And the coach wants to talk to him. He comes strolling up here.
Is this a pinch runner, maybe? I mean, pinch hitter?
Probably.
That's a number 4 in the back.
Number 4.
No, it's Rivera.
Yeah, that's Rivera. She singled her last at bat. And she steps up here ready to go. So Lovington doing some damage here.
They're not giving up quite yet, are they?
There's a swing and a miss for strike number 1.
Keep on
You know,
swinging.
the crazy thing is the first inning, the roster was right. Last inning it was all butchered, and now it looks like it's all right again. So I'm all confused because it wasn't in the right order last time. But
Last time they jumped 2 players.
yes, and then like went a couple that was right, and then went somewhere else.
And
There's
that
a
one's good down.
shallow center or shallow right field drive that's going to score a run. And so, yeah.
Brings up
anyway,
number 9 up the bat.
RBI single. So, yeah, now we're all jacked up.
Is this a designated hitter, maybe?
I don't know,
Probably.
but now we went
No.
from hitter
It's number
number
9.
6 to hitter number
Who knows?
4 or 5. We're all like twisted now. What is her? The number's 9,
Number
right?
9, yes, sir. On her jersey.
Elena Torres. So she's number 9
Oh,
on
wow,
her
I see what
back.
you're talking about
but, yeah.
See, but Elena Torres batted a minute ago. We were talking about unless it has the wrong number on the back.
Well, I think
Well,
the roster just kind of a suggestion. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
just
so.
it's just all out of whack. That's all there is to it. And that's going to be right down the inside. Nieto held
you know.
it there like, let me show you where that pitch landed just so you know. She held it there an extra 2-3 seconds. She's going to slide over and set up on the outside corner, and here comes a pitch down the middle, but a little high.
Gotta
And
walk her
that'll
down.
be ball 4. So now we'll send runners over to first and second, and coming to the plate is, I believe, the first baseman, number 5.
Jones? I mean, Johnson.
Kalaya
Eunice
Johnson.
Coach going to have a talk.
They're going to send Coach Riri out there. It was her birthday here not too long ago, within the last week or 2 anyway.
Shout out to my wife. It was her birthday on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And we went and volunteered at a fun run over in Oswald United Way.
That's pretty cool.
It was nice.
Pretty good. Did you run?
Oh no!
Oh.
I threw
He
paint.
said,
I threw
"Oh,
some paint
no."
on people.
I
Those
thought,
are colored.
Charlie, run.
I thought maybe you ran at the fun
No,
run.
no.
No.
This guy's doing it.
Nah, we done the volunteer work.
How many people did you hit with that paint?
A bunch.
Follow-
Actually, I didn't. I took pictures. My wife did all that.
follow-
She got all the paint all over.
He said I was volunteering. I was hitting people in the face with paintballs.
They were for sure.
If you can dodge a wrench, you're okay.
This is number 5, Johnson. She reached last time on a fielder's choice. Score is 15-3. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be low. You know, something I learned last year, and I've watched a lot of softball. I never knew that, but in softball, if the ball bounces and then hits the batter, it's still a hit
Live
by
ball,
pitch.
yes, sir.
It's a hit by pitch. It's a dead ball.
It's crazy.
And so
Oh, man.
there's a drive over toward
Come on, Riley,
Dillard.
get that.
Dillard going to scoop it up, fires it
Load 'em
over to
up.
third, and the bases are loaded. Yeah, I just watched a college softball game the other day where the ball like rolled out of the pitcher's hand and rolled all the way
Yes.
down there and
Hit
just
her foot.
barely rolled up onto the batter's foot, and the batter dropped the bat and went over to first base. And there's a drive
Ooh,
down the third
oh,
base
man.
line, going to be just foul with the bases loaded. Man, the Wildcats all
They're
of a
coming
sudden,
alive here.
yeah, they ate some Fruity Pebbles or something because
heard
all of a
the
sudden they
announcer
got a
that day.
little,
Go check that
Well,
dugout. Make sure they got no Wheaties in there.
man, they got some
Wheaties.
juice in their step.
They got spoken to like that player for
Yeah, at the,
see
in the
that?
NCAA tournament. Yeah. There's
Oh,
a
man.
drive. You know, there's a lot of people nowadays that call that like abuse or mean.
No, that's coaching.
Man, when I played, Dave Lynn would grab you by the face mask and your feet would be dangling.
And you tasting
And
the
he'd
tobacco,
have,
right?
He'd have tobacco dripping off his chin while he was telling you what a horrible mistake you just made.
Well,
And you went out
spitting
there
some in
playing
your
like a
eye.
king after that,
And
didn't
you
you?
were thankful for that butt chewing that you got and for that
Man.
slobber of tobacco that you got on your chin.
Oh, we won't be throwing that pitch again.
And that was a high drive foul.
She straightens that out. We might be in trouble.
Yeah, and I still love him to this day for it. But, you know, at the time, I was like, man, my feet won't touch the ground.
Was this Ellis batting for the Lovington?
It could be.
It
And there's
is.
a drive. It is.
We
Little
gotta
chipper
finish that out, girls.
Scooping up,
Yep,
and they
that's
throw it
3.
over, and they're going to get them. But not before Lovington put 3 runs on the board. So I think that'll keep the game going, I believe, at least one more inning.
Yes, sir.
Bottom of the third.
Yep. And so shout out to some more of these sponsors. Eunice Health Clinic, Brian and Candida and all the gang down there. Badger Hydrovac, Mr. Shane Williams. The City of Eunice, Mayor John Dean Davis. Shannon Cummins announced that she'd be retiring here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And so I know my wife and all of them are up there right now having finance meetings and all that kind of good stuff. I always read all the interesting stuff from people on Facebook. I should probably just stay off that stuff, but I read all the people that know it all. But then when I go to those meetings, ain't not one of those people that got all the solutions to the world. There ain't not one of them there.
I love how you
But
said
by
those people
golly,
that know it all.
on social media, they got all the solutions, and they know how to save the world.
But yeah, they're
But
not
they
there
don't go
now.
to not one of them meetings because they love our town so much. And I just sit back scratching my head going, what in the world? Why are you geniuses not up there at the meeting saving the planet? Can you get some help from you extremely intelligent geniuses and so that we can save the world? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Rossendo's on the school board. He knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man. And honestly, you're one of the few people that actually go and listen. So we appreciate that.
I do. That's if I'm gonna complain about anything, I guarantee you I'm gonna go up and find out the info
Before you
straight
speak,
from
yes.
the horse's
So-
mouth
so
before
they're-
I do. So if you hear me complaining, it's usually because I've done some sort of research to kind of halfway have a real idea of what's happening.
What's going on?
There's a lot of people that just read a couple of things on social media, and the next thing you know, they're complaining about something, and it's like, yeah. Anyway,
It's not even worth listening to.
yes. So here we go.
Kind of like a refereeing from the stands.
Oh,
or-
man.
Yeah, Charlie.
Lizzie Gaetan, the senior, she's got a single and a walk here so far today.
Not that I know anything about that.
0-1. There's a swing and a miss, so now it's
She's a
0-2.
little behind on that.
Yep.
Come on, girl. Swing that bat.
Ellis is still on the circle for the Wildcats.
She is. She can whip it in there.
Oh, my goodness.
And there's 3 strikes, 3 pitches, and down goes Gaetan on the strikeout. What up, Miss Chloe? Coming up is Miss Riley Dillard. A ground out, an RBI single, and a 3 RBI triple, her last at bat. And that first pitch is going to be low and outside.
Keeping the
For
ball
ball
away
one.
from her.
1 ball, no strikes.
And the crowd goes quiet.
in the circle. Here comes the pitch from Ellis. Dillard rips it toward right center field. It's going to find the ground. And Dillard with a single.
See, 4 for 4, right?
She said happy birthday on this one to myself as she drove it over into the green grass. You know, we've got a beautiful softball field.
Yes, we do.
It's like when you come and you sit here and you just look at this. I mean, that's just a good-looking place. We got beautiful facilities.
Oh, don't hit my truck.
As that first pitch gets fouled back over to Charlie's truck.
I think it hit the police car.
Got that police car?
We're going to get a new cruiser.
So this young lady struck out her first at bat, an RBI single her next at bat, and an in-the-park home run her last trip to the plate. As it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 15-3 is your score.
In favor of the Eunice Cardinals.
She's back in there ready. Here comes the next pitch. It's driven foul.
Every time Riley steals, she fouls it off.
Riley getting in some.
We get tired.
Practice going to second.
Some running practice.
Coming off that bag, right?
Yep. Back up there, ready to go. Here comes Ellis. Back in the circle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pierce takes that one low. It does a little one-hopper off the turf. And Dillard's going to slide into second. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dillard on second. Pierce at the plate. Here comes the next pitch. Ooh, and it's driven towards second. Trying to get there is Dillard. And that ball's going to bounce off the shortstop, find the ground. And so Pierce going to end up with probably an error, but we'll call it a single. And she moves Dillard over to third. And so now runners at the corners. And here comes Haley Jones, another birthday girl. And we could use a little birthday gift from herself right here. As heading over to second is Pierce. So now we'll have runners at second and third. Jones, a single, a line out on a rocket shot to center, and a single, her last at bat. Takes that one high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Jones.
I think they're going to stay away or throw high to her. They're going to keep the ball away from her strike zone because they know she's dangerous.
As there was a something that went bouncing across the ground.
It's not like the $5, man. It was
Y'all okay up there?
Yes, sir.
3 balls, no strikes. Jones at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Ellis, and it's going to be
they didn't give her nothing to hit.
Outside. And they threw away from Jones as she walks and loads the bases. And here comes Nieto. She's got an RBI single, a fly out, and another single, and she steps up there ready. Takes ball 1. Bases juiced. Is that a little Cheeto?
Yes, yeah, it is with Boys in the Hood shirt on.
Man,
look at that.
That young man, he turned into a big little fella. I mean, he's grown like a foot.
He's like a giant doughboy.
I see my grandson.
He's a big kid now.
My grandson's taller than me already.
Nah, we don't see your grandson because you took him to Seminole.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Don't look at me, bro.
Took him over to Smelly Hole.
He said, "Don't look at me, bro."
Man, he could be here looking good in red. I mean, that red would really set off his eyes and whatnot. Go Cardinals on his chest, but no, we got to go be a
Seminole.
Indian.
Oh, woo, woo,
No,
Can't do that.
Oh, you can?
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Has at the plate. There's a swing and a dry foul for Nieto. And now it's all full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 3-2-1 usually means contact.
Yes, sir.
Contact. And go.
We got 1 out.
Nieto up there with the bases juiced. Here comes the pitch from Ellis. It's a high fly ball right up over the catcher. They're trying to get there, and the pitcher going to make the catch as Nieto goes down on the fly ball.
2-away. That's when we start doing our best.
Bases now loaded. 2 outs. Maddie Martinez. She had a single, a walk, and a single. Her first 3 trips to the plate. Twips. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be low for ball 1.
She can hit some kids up there in the playground, huh?
Man, that would be nice. Be nice. She's back in there ready. Here comes the pitch from Ellis. It's foul. Or no, it's going to stay.
Ball.
I don't know why I thought that. And she's going to get there.
Man.
She beats it out. Run one.
2 runs.
That first baseman just lally-gagging over there.
3
3 runs score here.
There's another one.
Beautiful Johns by Jones there, being
Man.
aggressive.
Wow.
As all
And
the
that is
ladies
ball game,
are
ladies and
gonna
gentlemen.
clear the bases. As
Jones
Jones
came in.
snuck in too.
And she
And
was
the
I'm calling
ball
it quick.
game is over.
Because Daddy came in with some cookies, looked like it, so
I'm
she called the game
telling
early.
ya.
Being
As,
aggressive in this game, huh?
Birthday cake.
Is she a
was like-
freshman or a sophomore?
Let me get in and grab some birthday cake.
What's she got on out there? Oh, they got the crowns on or something.
I don't know what all that.
Charlie's mad
sparkly
because he ain't
stuff
got a
is.
crown.
It's
Where am I?
probably for like a birthday
Is it
celebration.
Levin's birthday as well?
Whose?
Levin's?
No.
They just wear them crowns because
I
With
don't-
the,
I don't
with the
have any
queens.
I like the
guess
cow.
that's-
Look at Jones' little cowboy hat.
I guess that's
Is
a
that
rally
Jones?
cap. Oh, that is a cowboy hat. That's like a sparkly cowboy hat. Look like-
Let me see what the coach comes out with, huh?
Look like something my Uncle Kenny would wear. I don't know what in the world that a pink cowboy hat. Yep, well, they're all doing a little high five handshake. And the Lady Cards pick up the win here, 18-3 in the third.
Got it done.
And the Lady Cards are victorious here against the Lovington JV. Now, my understanding is what's going to happen is they're going to take a little break, and then they will have our JV, the Eunice JV, playing against the Lovington JV.
Correct.
So
Okay.
we will not be covering the JV versus JV game. We do have games later in the week as the Cardinal Classic starts later this week. I don't know why. I don't ever remember it being this way. But the first game of the Cardinal Classic for Eunice is in the morning.
Yeah,
It's
like
weird, huh?
11:30.
Yeah, they usually have Eunice play the late game, but they've got us playing in the morning. And I don't know
I don't know
that
if
any
we're
of
gonna be
us
able
are
to
going to
get
be
to
able to
it.
broadcast it. So games at 11 o'clock in the morning on a weekday
It's very difficult.
is
Yeah,
tough for a
especially,
few people that have JOBs.
Yep.
And
For
so
sure.
I can tell you that Friday is my jury trial day. So if it was a Friday morning, if it played, I might make it. But
Yeah.
on a Thursday, man, I can.
Tough.
It's going to be really, really, really tough for me to get here.
Yeah.
Um,
On
just
Thursday, I
don't
just
know.
can't make it at all. But like you said, Friday, it's a little bit more relaxed. But
Yep. Yeah, tough to do, but anyway, I know that we'll be broadcasting Friday and Saturday for sure. I just don't know on Thursday.
Yeah.
They don't have it on the schedule. The station did not schedule Thursday. I'm
Right.
sure that the minute they saw the schedule,
Schedule.
they were
Yeah.
like, yeah, these guys ain't
11:30
going to
in
be
the
able to
morning.
make it. And so right away, Charlie, I think, sent a message saying, well, what about Thursday's
Yeah.
game? And I'm
But
like,
they usually play in the evening
Yes.
Thursday.
yeah,
Well, the Cardinals usually, and as long as I can remember, the Cardinal
Mm-hmm.
Classic, Eunice always plays the late game.
you're absolutely right.
But they didn't do that this year, and why
Oh.
that is, I don't know. But I mean, I'm not dogging anybody that made that decision. It might be better weather at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it might be a good to play some games
You know,
in
it's
the
gonna be
morning.
That'd be
cold
more of a
Friday.
competitive game
You
as
know
well
that?
for him too. At
But
that
you
time.
get to state, and you're going to play some morning games
yeah.
and whatnot. So I not bashing whoever decided to do that. I'm bashing the fact that I got to work.
But you know, Friday is going to be high of 50 something.
Oh, really?
Believe
You
so.
know, I was looking, it's crazy. I was looking at the weather yesterday, and it was showing like day before yesterday. I looked at it, and there was supposed to be like one cool day, and then it was supposed to go back into the 70s and on up into the 90s and whatever, like hot. But then I was looking yesterday, and it had shown like, except for maybe tomorrow, I think all the rest of the days for the next like week were pretty cool.
Cool. Yes.
But then I was looking earlier today,
Isn't the wind supposed to blow one day?
and it
Friday.
changed all of that. I mean, it's 90s tomorrow, 90s Wednesday, 97 on Thursday. Then Friday, the wind storm is supposed to
50
hit,
again.
and then Saturday,
65.
high of 65, low in the 40s. And so, anyway,
We ain't
I-
wearing shorts on Saturday.
yeah. I thought Charlie was about to sing that. We wear short shorts.
Was that there?
If
Was
you
that there?
dare wear short shorts,
No.
wear near short shorts. Anyway,
You just dated yourself. You know that?
hey,
I
there's
love
people. Bob Klaus is singing that song back home.
He is now. He's gonna be in his head for the rest of the day.
Yeah, he definitely knows it. So anyway, quick shout out to these sponsors one more time: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline, Outlaw Grill, Guns Up Services, Thomas Welding, Eunice Wrecker, Redbird Garage, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, the City of Eunice, Badger Hydrovac, and the Eunice Health Clinic. That is your final here in Eunice. Once again, they will have the JV Lady Cardinals playing the JV Lovington Lady Cats here in just a few minutes. We will send it off for that. Any final thoughts?
Beautiful job by these Lady Cards coming out here. The sticks came out fire.
Looking good.
And they're looking great here this afternoon. And look forward to some baseball later on this week.
Yeah, it should be good, and we'll try to get some coverage. I know that I think it's next week. Eunice baseball heads to Mesilla Valley or somewhere over that way.
Right?
Yeah, we don't ever go over there. Once again, because all three of us have JOBs.
Yeah.
And
we need to hit the lottery and we'll just get us a bus and we'll just go around.
We'll like John Madden, you know, he didn't get on planes. He didn't like airplanes, so he had that big bus with John Madden on the side. That's us. We'll get one of those buses. We'll put Charlie with a thumb, you know, on the side of it.
We'll put it in the back.
That's right.
Make it look like a tail, right?
That's right.
Like that bus for Dumb
I heard
and
a
Dumber.
joke about that. I better not say it.
Yeah, you best not.
So anyway, I can't think of much else. I mean, that was kind of quick, but I believe we're done.
Short and
about
sweet.
an hour, we're done. And man, I can't think of anything else. So we will for sure be back Friday and Saturday for the boys baseball game, the Cardinal Classic.
7 p.m. both nights.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Thursday is definitely not something to plan on if you're sitting at home.
Might just run down to the ballpark and watch it if you have time.
Yeah, I think so. I just don't know how we're gonna get there in the morning, but you know, maybe we can go set our equipment up on Wednesday.
And just in case.
And I just don't know.
I seriously doubt it.
Yeah.
But you never know. Something might happen.
Yep. Yeah, for me it's gonna be a tough one. If I'm able to get there, it's gonna be like a running in the door. Right,
Turning it on and get going, right?
Yeah.
And probably have to leave early if the game lasts a little longer than it should, right?
Yeah. So anyway, all of that to say, good job, Lady Cardinals, with the big win here, 18-3. Your Eunice Lady Cardinals win it. So birthday shout-outs to Haley Jones, Riley Dillard. It is their birthday. Happy birthday to them. And, of course, Miss Debbie down at Debbie's Country Kitchen. I'm probably missing a few others, but shout-out to you. For Tiff, Evie, everyone back at One Radio Square, Charlie Fairbrush the Thumb, Rosendo Caballero, Charlie, I called him old Three Arms in the picture because I don't know.
I see that, the hole in the ball.
How come my shirt had
That's
said
pretty
cats on it? You see that?
Did it?
You know, my shirt on the right said cats.
Hey, that AI stuff sometimes will do weird stuff. And,
It's fun.
Yeah, it is kind of neat. But
But it was
anyway,
the right color, so.
I'm Jimmy Jones saying good night. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.